Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome back to Wall Street Bullion. Our guest today is a very good friend of mine, Clem Chambers. He is the CEO of Online Blockchain PLC. He's also the founder of an upcoming financial information website called anewfn.com. Welcome back, Clem.
Great to be back, Ivan. And I've got to say, we're getting within days at a new FN of launching. And
Really?
initially it'll be UK, but then it'll be US. And I used to do that for years. And then I saw it yesterday and I went, I'm home.
It's almost there. We're almost home.
Oh, it felt so good to see it.
Yeah, I know that is exciting. And it's actually a few days from launch or still a week
Well,
or
we're aiming for St. Ledger Day, which is an English thing. Sell in May, go away, come back on St. Ledger Day, which means take the summer off, everyone else's. And September the 15th is St. Ledger Day. And that's actually on the weekend, so it's the Monday after. But of course, this is software development. So when I say St. Ledger Day, I don't mean next year. I am looking at we are looking at this year, but a few days here or there maybe. But the thing is that we've got a wait list and we can't just switch it on for everybody because it will blow up. And
oh
so,
yeah.
if you want to get in there and see it in all its what's it 1.0 version, you put your name on the wait list and we'll say, hey, here's your ID and password. Please come inside.
Oh, no, I am. I'm really excited for that to launch. I'll put the link in the description below in this video so that people can at least sign up to it here in North America
Yeah,
or
you'll get
yeah.
an email. It's like all these. I'm a degenerate watch collector, and all the watch companies send me emails saying, "Oh, we're going to do a launch, and oh, we're only doing 20 of them, and oh, if you come in early, you might be able to have one, and you'll go into a pool, and it'll all be a lottery." And I go, "Oh, did you know who I am? I would like one, please." And they go, "Oh, okay then."
Sign me up, sign me up. Well, Clem, I wanted to get you down to talk about everything that's happening in precious metals and in the world right now and geopolitically. In the past day or two, we're seeing a lot of movement in the precious metals where silver's hitting $41, gold is hitting up, is moving up as well. What's the reason of this? Is it geopolitical? Is it interest rates that are being priced lower? What are your thoughts?
Okay, look, when I was a kid, there were what was called back then gold bugs. And every generation that passes, there are gold bugs. And they continue to say the same old thing. Oh, inflation. Oh, the dollar. Oh, blah, blah, blah. The dollar's going to go away. Oh, government's going to collapse. Buy guns and bullets. And go up into the mountains and buy gold and all that stuff.
Right.
You know them. And even today, when you go around YouTube, there'll be a load of old boomers like me going, oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, buy gold. Oh, it's the end of the world. Buy gold. It's going to go. Oh, but I'm not in that group. I am not a pessimist.
Okay.
But boy, there's a lot of people out there who want to make me very, very scared. And the thing is, gold, as I kind of, I'm not a gold bug. I'm not a gold maxi. I've not been up to my ears in gold over my investment lifetime. Although I bought quite a lot at the end. Well, not the end, during COVID, because I thought, well, inflation is going to explode all this stuff, and it didn't. So that was the only other time I've been in positions like I am now, and I'm in big precious metal positions because it dawned on me, why do governments have warehouses of gold? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? I mean,
Yeah.
America has warehouses full of oil and a few other things, but all the governments have warehouses full of gold. They don't have warehouses full of oil. They don't have warehouses full of rare earths and cobalt and all the other things they're going to need. But the reason they have warehouses full of gold, it's because it's the currency of war. And you can't defend yourself if you don't have the money to buy stuff to defend yourself with in a war. And there's only
Right.
one currency in a war, and that's gold. So gold is for war. And then it all makes sense. You go, oh, so that's why Italy has gold. I mean, well, it's never going to go. It never had a currency worth a damn in the last 150 years. It's never going to go back to gold. No country is going to go back to gold as a currency because it ties them down, and politicians are never going to be tied down and never going to go back into a world where they can't buy votes with confetti.
Absolutely.
So why do they keep it? They keep it because it's the currency of war, and it's like a tank. It's bullets. Gold is bullets.
Right.
So anyway, when you have the situation today where the world's switched gear, from getting more and more peaceful, for being more, oh, why don't we just all do business? Oh, why can all be friends? To, oh, I see you over there conspiring against me, as Mr.
Right.
Trump said. I mean, I find it hard to pass in my brain because I'm used to, diplomacy. I mean, never in history. I mean, I don't seem to. When were world leaders talking like that in private, let alone in public?
Right.
So, that ratchet of tension means that gold goes up. And if you read that Donald Trump tweet yesterday, you can't not buy gold.
Right.
Now, because gold is for war, gold has gone. If I let me put it another way. Okay. If you go back, say, 10 years, gold and silver is a retail thing. You've got precious metal maxes, the old boomers like me who like to hold the gold. And that was the market,
Right.
right? So the Kitcos of this world, etc. It was a B2C market. So now, when when Trump sent his boys to Europe to say, "Hey, World War III, you sort out Putin, I'm going to sort out Tsar," and
Right.
they go, "Oh, blah, ah, central is that a central bank? I think you need to start buying gold." And of course, who's the big buyer of gold?
Central
China.
banks.
Funny
Oh,
enough, funny enough, the other side of one of these conflicts, right? So, they're all going, yes, yes, JP Morgan, buy me 67 tons, please, this month. And the
right.
governments are buying. All right. So the governments are buying, and the retail people are going, well, the gold's going up. Like I said, it would. It's going up. It's going up. What's going on? Look at silver. It's not going up because silver is B2C. Governments don't buy silver because of conflict. Silver's too light. As I always say, when America retreated out of the Philippines, they took the gold in a battleship. They threw the silver in the bay.
Really? Did they actually?
They threw the silver in the bay.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
go look it up.
Oh no
This
way.
is this is not valuable. Throw it in the bay. The Japanese took American prisoners and made them dive down and pull it out.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, silver is not a B to G asset. It's a B to C. But of course, consumers go, "Whoa! Look at that caveman go! Wow! Gold! Ooh, ooh! I've got to buy some gold. Oh, I only get a little bit for my money. Give me a sack of silver, will you?"
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then silver goes whoosh, and that's what we're seeing now. Retail is going, well, hold on a minute. Gold, oh, gold's a bit expensive now. What? $3,500 an ounce? That tiny little fleck of gold. And silver, I can buy a sack of it. I can buy a load of old quarters from 1935. And by the way, if the world did end, I can go to my neighbor and say, see that chicken? I've got a silver quarter for you. I'll buy it. You can't do
Right.
it with gold coin, can you? So
No.
anyway, the old currencies apply. But silver, see, gold back in the day was not money. It was currency. You have a few gold coins. You put them under the floorboards. It's not everyday money. You don't walk around with it. Now, if you think about gold, silver, copper, gold is for your cash, your wealth, yeah, or whatever counted for banking. Actually, put it in a bank, literally, bury it underground in the corner of your house. That's how they used to do it. Silver, now that is purse money. That's wallet money. You carry that in a little sack which you tie to your pants.
Right.
Okay. So you don't really lose it because it's in a purse. You might bury the purse if you're having a problem. It might split. It might all fall out. That would be a pain. But you put the copper in your pocket. That is pocket money. So you've got pot money, purse money, and you've got pocket money, right? Which is why if you go treasure hunting, you will find infinite quantities of copper because it was in the pocket and easily lost.
Right.
Yeah, so that is the hierarchy of metals. Yeah. So gold is for cashing, silver is for high-ish value transactions. Yeah. So that's why it's retail. That's another reason it's retail. So anyway, retail looks in and goes, look at that gold go. Oh, I'll buy silver. And that's what you're seeing now.
Right.
So you're seeing retail catching the wave, yeah, which is driven by governments buying gold. In the old days, your investment banks would go, "Hey, gold's going on a run. We're short that. We're short that. We're short that. Oh yeah, we manipulate the price." And retail will go, "Oh no, I'm losing money. I'll sell. Oh, I'll take it
Right.
back. I'll take it back." And you
Right.
can
Right.
and the institutions can do that with retail because retail is there's always the frothy part of retail that is easily manipulated, but they
Right.
can't do that to government. That's playing, that's wrestling Godzilla. You are going to lose. right? So they have to get out of the way of the price. The price is running. Now silver's running. Yeah. So that is what's going on. The question is, where's it going? And when I look, well, I mean, when is the situation with America, which is effectively saying it's on the warpath?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, China's saying, yeah, yeah, we're just growing, we're growing, we get bigger and more powerful. We've got 4 times more people than you, and give us 10 years, we'll have as much money. So we'll have 4 times as much money as you. We're the superpower now. And America's going, hold on a minute. No, 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 no. No, no, we're in charge here. And stop that. Stop that getting richer at our expense. No, we see you now. We know what you're doing. You're going to stop that. Well, that, no, why
Clem,
can't we all be friends?
hello,
But
my
anyway,
fellow silver and gold stacker. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the channel. Subscribe, please like the video, and also hit the notification bell.
we'll be
Keep
friends.
stacking. What
But
what is your
anyway,
what is your thoughts on Saudi, the central bank in Saudi Arabia buying silver? They bought about, I don't know exactly what it is, but they bought multi-millions in silver. What are your thoughts on this in Saudi Arabia central banks buying silver?
well, I mean, the the way that I see it is if you take the big picture, yeah, Xi came in to China and brought back Maoism, which is not good. He said to his children, "Stop playing computer games, start getting fit, stop learning English. Hey Taiwan, we're coming for you."
Right,
Well, that's what kind of started the ball rolling. Yeah. Now, their predecessors were much more, yeah, yeah, we'll be your friends. We'll make your plastic junk. We'll make money. We'll all be very civilized and nice. And, we can all be friends. But Zaya has taken a China exceptionalist point of view in the same way as America takes an American exceptionalist point of view. And in
right,
fact, the world needs to be more like the Europeans who, up until recently, have been quite laid back. Yeah, we can get on with you. Yeah, build a pipeline. Yeah, let's all do business. Yeah, let's all be friends. Well, that polarity means that all these global supply chains are now fractured. Yeah.
right,
So you can't actually rely on your cobalt flow anymore or your rare earths anymore. And that's the base of your economic pyramid. And whereas before they were commodities and they just got loaded up to ships and sent to wherever they needed to be, and everybody was, relatively reasonable with each other. Now it's like, oh no, you can't have your rare earth. No, no, no. We've weaponized it. No, no. See how far you're going to get with your business without our rare earth. Oh,
right,
cobalt. No, no, no. So now countries basically have to build up strategic reserves of all sorts of critical things. And
right,
silver's just as good. You start by going, oh, the only thing we need is gold because gold, that's bullets and we can buy everything we want with gold. And then you go, actually, maybe we can't. Maybe we won't be able to buy it all. Maybe we won't, if they're shipping it and they say no, if a ship goes there, we're going to sink it. I mean, what's been going on with the Houthis? They've been firing at ships. The thing that happened also that is I I had to check up to see whether it happened, and it actually happened. Trump came out and said, if you've got a Chinese ship and you land containers, we're going to bill you. We're going to bill you 2% of the value of those containers when you
wow,
land. So if you're a container ship built in China, that's a $7 million bill just to pull up at the port.
wow,
Yeah, and that's so that America people buy American ships. Not that America makes many ships just yet, so that the ship industry in America will take off again. And why do they want shipbuilding in America? Well, if you can't build ships, you can't build battleships, can you?
mm,
Yeah, you can't build all those Liberty ships that were built in the Second World War to ferry all that important equipment around the world as you're fighting World War III. Oh,
right,
oops, I can't build ships. Oh, well, actually, maybe we'll build a few shipbuilding. Oh, I can't build ships because I haven't got any iron. Oh, still, no, and I haven't got any I've got no
yeah,
rare earths. I can't build any planes. Yeah. So that is what's driving all of this. It's basically America rearming.
wow,
And yeah, exactly. And it's not good. It's like, okay, you could say they have to, they need to, they must. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that. But the what that actually means in reality to people like us and to the markets and to the world economy and the what is the denouement on that? Normally, these things don't suddenly heal themselves and everyone's friends. That is dramatic, absolutely dramatic. And that drumbeat, I mean, when they had that speech in Europe, it was like, oh no. And then you go, well, I'm just being paranoid. I'm old and I'm paranoid. Oh no. They've done something else. And every dot on the map, it only makes sense when you see it as America rearming.
Right.
And they've told Europe to rearm, and Europe is rearming. Well, that's not good. I mean, okay, forget it. Maybe it's great. I mean, maybe I'll be, old enough. I won't care that there's World War III started. But and maybe I'll make so much money. I'll be in Chile. I'm drinking red wine, crying, but I'll be far away. But nonetheless, it's not. I can't change that. The only thing I can do is look at it and see where there's real returns to be made to
Right.
secure myself and my family. And that's how I look at it. It's, I can't, maybe it's necessary to have World War III. It's nothing to do with me. I can't affect that in any shape or form. But there you are. There is that drumbeat. And they might stop. After all, somebody wants a Nobel Prize. Maybe China is too fragile to get into this Cold War conflict. Maybe it's, Russia versus America all over again. Maybe it
Right.
isn't. Whatever, but if you don't realize what appears to be going on, you don't track it, and you don't. I mean, something that is. I was relieved a few weeks ago. Trump's getting angry at India, at Modi.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, but you realize the moment America starts sucking up to India, that is very, very bad. Because in a global conflict, it's China, India, Russia, and America and Europe, right? India is a major player. Now they historically go, nothing to do with us. No, 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 no. Nothing to do with us. Nothing,
Right.
nothing, nothing to do with us. But if America is really accelerating, it has to make India either neutral or their friend. Because then it's China and Russia. Well, Russia's nothing. Everybody's worried about Russia. Russia's 150 million people with no money. Right? China is 1.n billion with all the tech that we love. I mean,
Wow.
forget Russia.
Yeah.
Russia is, not a thing really. I mean, it can nuke everybody. That's the thing it's got. But you take away its nuclear, what has it got? It's got no money. It's got hardly anybody. Yeah, 150 million people versus 500 million people, $7 million GDP versus a $35,000 GDP per head. It's like
Wow.
one
Yeah.
eighteenth of the economic power of Europe
Yeah, it's a
without
big
even
difference.
factoring America in there.
Yeah.
But China's a different matter. China's got more money, literally more cash. In dollar terms, it has got twice as much cash in dollar terms in America.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you counted up, if you stacked up all its yuan, and you said that's that much of dollars, and you stacked up all the American dollars in existence out there in circulation, it's got twice as much. Yeah, you fly into Shanghai at the airport, and you fly into JFK, and you think these JFK versus Shanghai Airport in a battle. There's only one winner there.
Welcome to the
Wow.
Cayman Islands, a premier offshore jurisdiction where natural beauty meets financial stability. Here, your wealth is more than secure. It thrives in one of the most trusted and respected financial centers in the world. For over a decade, SWP has been the trusted choice for precious metal investors worldwide. Our purpose-built 6,000 square foot facility sets a new standard in precious metals storage. We are proud to be one of the only vault operators approved by the London Bullion Market Association. Beyond safeguarding your assets, we're committed to making a difference in our community by supporting local causes and events that reflect our values. As we continue to expand and innovate our services, we ensure that your wealth is safe and strategically positioned to shield you from the uncertainties that lie ahead. Strategic wealth preservation, trusted today and ready for tomorrow.
One winner there.
Wow. Wow. No, you know what? It's scary times we're living in, Clem. So, like especially with what you just explained to us, because a lot of people, of course, in precious metals, like you said before, will we won't look at that aspect of things and what's happening geopolitically. We'll just say, sound money and purchasing power. You want to protect your purchasing power. But when you look at it really, absolutely, gold is used for war. So it's really scary times coming up ahead.
That is why gold is moving, because there's always been confetti. There's always been, money becoming worth less. There's always been lovely little shiny gold coins. Ever since. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, people kind of look back to when it was demonetized and the value of it exploded. and the inflation of the 70s when, as a kid, my toys went up 400%
Yeah.
in fiat. But, since, apart from the recent period, inflation has been very subdued. And economically, that's a really good place to be. 2 or 3% inflation, nobody cares, right?
Right.
And even 4 or 5%, which is where we are, or 6 or 7, depending on how you want to count it. Well, it's kind of not convenient to tie up all your money in precious metals. But when the big buyer is the big buyer and they are laying it in, it goes up in real terms because it's the use case. The use case of gold, the big use case, is now in play.
Yeah.
And that is pushing the real value up because of this reality of new emerging conflict. I mean, somebody said to me, said, "Oh, but there's always been these wars." But we've forgotten the scale of this sort of conflict.
Yeah.
A Ukraine versus Russia is diabolical, but it's a small thing in comparison with say a World War II and a World War II or a World War One. And these were wars when there were many less people. There were like a quarter of the number of people. Now there's so many people, and the weapons are so much more powerful, and the consequences, and the world is so much more connected. So much more connected and reliant on cooperation that this sort of conflict, it doesn't need to have been that much bigger to be that much more catastrophic. And so to me, I really, when I hear what people are in power are actually saying, I mean, it's very, 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 very concerning. And that
Yeah.
concern, my concern and the concern of others, is what is in the gold price.
Yeah.
That's why the gold price is where it is. So it's not like I'm saying it's coming. It's here.
It's here. Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, Clem, I want to thank you so much for coming down and speaking to the precious metals community and the investing community on the channel and here. But before you go, I'm going to put a newfn.com and the link in the description below. But where else can they follow your work, Clem?
Well, I do a fair bit of writing on Forbes and Seeking Alpha. I'll be doing more on Seeking Alpha. But look, I want to add something,
Sure.
okay? Because it's all well and good saying, "Oh, it's the end of the world as we know it," and all that. Yeah, there's two major developments that are going to define the future. Okay, one of them is AI. Okay,
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, and the other one is NS, and that's what I call NS is natural stupidity, and they're in a foot race. Now, I think AI is going to win. Now, the good news is AI is going to drive an incredible economic boom, like of which you've never seen. And again, it's not coming, it's here.
Hmm.
So there's going to be this divergence of natural stupidity trying to throw us off a cliff and AI trying to make us, abundant. And they're going to be running together. Yeah. And obviously AI is going to do, some people are going to be made unemployed. They're going to make nasty weapons like Arnold Schwarzenegger, blah, 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 blah. And the NS guys are going to go that route with that. But
Right.
the actual AI is going to is going to be the counterbalance to that. Okay. Now, the thing is, under the hood, they're all going to need one thing and one thing only. And that is strategic and critical commodities. Yeah,
Right.
because up to now, commodities have been commodities because they're commodities. And everyone goes, yeah, there's a mountain of that over there. Let's have some of that. Oh, yeah, we got enough food. Yeah, do you want some? Oh, yeah, we're all getting fat. There's so much of it.
Right.
Yeah. But this economic growth is going to run ahead of the supply of things like metals. Okay. The golds, the silvers, the platinums, the palladiums, you name it, the copper. I mean, go look up the potential demand for copper. Now, the market seems to have not caught, everyone's saying it, but it's not in the price. But it will get in the price in a couple of years' time. So people who are into commodities, which I'm sure are your audience, they're kind of in an intersection of things. There's the disruption of commodity production because of this the supply chain being mashed up by all this conflict or a Cold War conflict. Hopefully it stays there. And this exploding demand for things like energy, copper, even things like aluminium. Yeah. And the world is going to be carpeted with these blooming server centers driving
Yeah.
all this AI, which is going to drive all incredible amounts of consumption and production and economic growth. So it's not all bad. And I think the AI is going to win out pretty
Absolutely.
quickly, but it's still going to have a massive impact on gold and silver and platinum and palladium in particular, and other commodities, which I know your audience are all into. So the coppers of this world, pretty much all the hard commodities, on all shapes and sizes, and all the people that are in the production of them and in that loop are going to have this massive tailwind. And so
Absolutely.
that's where to look.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a beautiful and terrifying future at the same time. So it's really exciting and crazy times ahead. But Clem, I want to thank you so much for coming down and speaking to everyone on the channel and the silver and gold community and the precious metals community here. And as the market develops, would really love to have you back on in the future.
I look forward to it. I'll see you soon, I hope.
Talk to you soon, Clem.